Let's start in Virginia Tech. Justin Fuente is out with 2 games left in his 6th season. He went 43-31, 28-20. He's getting $8.75 million in a buyout. This is the guy that resurrected Memphis, and it was a huge coup when Virginia Tech got Justin Fuente. Like, everyone was like, all right, that is a nice hire, because he had his choice of jobs. But this did not work out. Just flat out did not work out. Team was pretty listless of late. 6 years, you got plenty of time. But they just lost their recruiting base. And then I remember Steve Spurrier saying this, when you're not getting local kids, not only are those the easiest kids to get, but then you try to go to like Jacksonville or Atlanta, and you're telling people, hey, you should come play for us. And they look and go, why are the kids a couple hours away not playing for you? So it looked like the bottom dropped out in recruiting. You're not getting those guys. You can't win at Virginia Tech. And so that's my guess on what we're wrong. And that's my guess is what they got to get right on this next hire. Pat, your thoughts?
Yep, no doubt about it. I mean, that was Frank Beamer's bread and butter area to recruit when they had it going well there. And if you're missing there now, I mean, shoot, a lot of people are in there. Clemson's gotten in there. Notre Dame's gotten in there. I'm sure Penn State and others as well. So if you can't get your share from the Tidewater up through the DMV at Virginia Tech, you're going to struggle. That's the way it is. And, it's funny. The first 2 years, he looked like he was the right hire. Everybody thought he was the right hire. And then the first 2 years, they were like 10-4, 9-4. And then everything just kind of bottomed out, whether that's recruiting or what. But like those 24-23 the last 4 year. And Virginia Tech should probably be better than that, especially playing in the Coastal Division where the competition just isn't that tough. So it surprised me that it went south and stayed south for Justin Fuente. And, that's now, it's time to move on and see if you're probably never going to have another Frank Beamer. Somebody that's going to be there for 25 years and do phenomenal work. But where they go will be very interesting because, as we have talked about before, the competition is ramping up. There's more and more jobs coming open, and there's some good jobs, and there could be some more good jobs coming open. So where do they fit into the mix on this? Going to be really interesting to see what Whitbob Babcock's got for a plan for where to go.
Pete, what are you hearing?
So as Virginia Tech seeks, going forward here, I think it will be really, interesting how they can revive a national brand, which Frank Beamer built them in, but they also have to capture local hearts too. And look, I'll be very upfront here. On first guess of this hire, I thought it was a home run. I thought it was a great fit. I thought everything about it really worked. It didn't work. Sometimes hires don't work. And I think that speaks to a larger point here that we can dive into as we go to job 12 in this carousel, which Virginia Tech is. The impending firing of Manny Diaz. I think we can all agree we saw the first step of that when Miami fired their AD pretty suddenly on Monday. Will be job 13. Is that some people are going to get left holding the bag here in this carousel. Like there are going to be far more open jobs than there are quality replacements. And we're going to see some AD introduce his 7th choice that his fan base hates through gritted teeth. And the high stakes, this podcast, we tend to focus on the negative, God bless us, and that's why you listen to us. And I wrote a column that really channeled the spirit of that, like this week. Basically, who will get left holding that bag, to me, is the most fascinating theater of all this, because you're going to see some ADs scared of that. So they're maybe not going to wait out a home run hire, and they're going to take a hire that's just a double because they don't want to get left stark naked in the cold. But there is a high stakes game going on right now in the coaching carousel. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
I don't think there's any question. It's going to be a dogfight. There aren't a million great candidates out there. Someone's going to grab a hot coach that doesn't work out. Someone's going to stumble into gold. Someone's going to end up, plucking some coordinator off an NFL staff, and it's either going to work or not, or there's going to be the mid-major that has 1 year. I don't know. This is going to be interesting.